Hi! So, today we are doing a book talk. However, this is not a normal book talk, mainly because I am ill. It's just a head cold, it's nothing very serious, but yeah. It's also stormy outside, that's why I glanced at my window. I have stuffy nose, but I had to record a video because I am on a recording schedule. So the book I read this week was Prom Dates from Hell by Rosemary Clement Moore. This book follows Maggie Quinn, who is kind of like a clairvoyant-ish person, and so is her grandmother. Basically, it starts off with her, and she's trying to defend this boy who's getting beat up by the popular kids, and she does. And she also gets blackmailed by the popular kids. However, the boy she helped, who was getting beat up by them, he's upset because he wants to be independent. So he storms off saying he'll get revenge on everyone. So basically, then bad things start to happen to everyone who was at that scene that day. And it's a really good book, actually. My only downside to this book, I would think, is it was like so cliche and cheesy, but it was okay. It's probably because I'm sick, or else I probably wouldn't have liked this book, but I gave it a 4 stars out of 5 stars, so yeah. And from here on, there are going to be spoilers, so stop while you're ahead. So, yes, I realized who was doing the demon summoning thing when Lisa had to call and say that she canceled, and I kind of just looked up from my book and I was like, oh my god, it's Lisa. And I loved Maggie. I found that she was a very relatable character. Stanley, I also kind of liked Stanley. And I like Kirkpatrick. I really liked all the characters in here. My one thing is, how did Biff survive that demon twisting his bones? Because that was graphic, was scary, it was everything that I don't want. I have to admit, though, my favorite thing in here was probably, what is his name? Oh my god. Professor Blackthorn. And this part is like my favorite part in the book.
I should point out that on Halloween, my chemistry teacher dressed up like Professor Snape from the Harry Potter books, and he sometimes referred to his course as Potions class, even when it wasn't October. He had a last name out of a Rotate novel, and he looked like a mad scientist from Back to the Future. I loved Professor Blackthorn. Right then, goggles on. Something funny, Mr. Hobson. I tensed with the dread as the football player tucked something under his shirt. No, Professor Blackthorn. Is that a cell phone, is it? Oh no, Professor Blackthorn, except it totally was. Good. Cell phones could always be turned off during lab experiments, should they ring even in silent mode. The arriving signal could cause a static charge that would ignite any volatile fumes in the air, and the user would certainly go up in a fiery ball of agonizing death. He stared down his nose at the wide receiver, and we wouldn't want that to happen, would we, Mr. Hobson? I want to marry Professor Blackthorn. Now, goggles on and begin.
I love him. I want to marry Professor Blackthorn. That's why Maggie Quinn is relatable. I also noticed at the end of the book when Stanley was like, Margaret Quinn, I was like, I was right. It is Lisa. I like D&D Lisa though. I'm kind of upset that she was evil. And like, could Maggie forgive her? Like, she kind of set this demon loose that tried to kill Maggie. I'm about to... But yes, I definitely recommend this book for anyone who just wants a book that will cheer them up, because it is very funny. It has some good characters in it, and yes, but it is cheesy, like I said before, but I do recommend it, and yeah. I hope you guys have a good day. I'm sorry for this very short book talk thing. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye! Why was I holding this the entire time?